Hey guys, it is NCSFan001 here for another one of those weekly trophy list updates. Today's date is, well, hopefully this is going up on Monday, January 3rd, probably pretty late at night, but it might not be going up until Tuesday, January 4th, because today we had a really bad snowstorm and we lost power for like 8 hours. So yeah, that was a fun time. And without power also meant no internet, so also a great time. So because of that, this video is getting a little bit delayed, so hopefully it's still out on the correct date, but if it's a little bit late, then that's the reason why. Very freak snowstorm that we're not used to. So, this will be our first update of the year 2022. And there was a little bit of trophy progress this past week. Not too much. I was fairly busy with other stuff. Obviously, me and Lizard Guy are hanging out. We haven't really gotten the chance to record anything yet, just because so far we've actually been playing... he got an Oculus Quest 2, so we've been messing around in that a lot with, like, what is it, Resident Evil 4 VR and Super Hot VR. We've been having a lot of fun with those games. So as for trophy progress, however, it was earned in 2 games, so I finally started my first PS5 game, Ghost of Tsushima. Absolutely love it. This game is awesome. I am honestly actually kind of glad that I waited until now to play it. And just, waited to play it on the PS5 instead of on the PS4 because it plays so well on the PS5. So I am absolutely loving this game so far. I just haven't had as much time to play it as I would have liked. So for our trophies so far, these are both story-related trophies that you will get very early in the game. That is presumably a story-related trophy. This one is a story-related trophy. Presumably, yep, that's story-related. That is presumably story-related. That's presumably story-related. That's presumably story-related. I'm assuming that most of these hidden trophies are probably story-related. Yeah, they all look like they will be, so... I don't think the game has any, like, missable trophies or anything, and I'm not sure if the Norio's tails are technically story-related, or the Masako tails. I'm not sure if those are story-related. Those might actually just be side missions. It looks like they are probably side missions. Okay, because I can't really remember because it's been a couple days since I've played. So there is a lot to do in this game. As much as I'm enjoying it so far, it is a lot to do, and it is a fairly time-consuming platinum trophy. I am playing it on the medium difficulty. I'm not playing it on easy because I want it to be a little bit more interesting overall. Lizard Guy was swearing I need to play it on, at very least, hard, if not on whatever the, like, legend or brutal difficulty is. Yeah, I'm not good enough or patient enough at this kind of game to do that, and since there's no trophy for it, that's just not something I'm going to bother with. So, then we have to do 20 kills with a counterattack after a perfect parry. I probably got a couple of those. Yeah, I think I just recently got the bow. This one I have not fully upgraded that ability yet, so can't do it yet. Stagger 50 enemies, that's an unmissable trophy that you'll get along the way. Successfully complete every duel. I think I've done either 1 or 2 of these, so there are, I don't know how many there are. Fall damage by knocking him off a ledge, that should be fun. I'm sure there's a good place to do it at. Then 20 enemies with ghost strike stances, which we have not, I don't know if I necessarily have that yet or have it upgraded enough yet. That one is just going to come over time, sort of like leveling up. Those, I think, are somewhat unmissable because of how you purchase them. This one, I think, is also probably the same way with side missions and stuff. Fully upgrading your sword is just going to take some time and materials. Then equipping a charm in all 6 slots. That one, I assume that one's just going to take some time. I don't think that's particularly hard. 10 gifts, I've gotten like maybe 3 so far. 30 pieces of vanity gear. I've gotten, I don't know how many I've gotten, but that shouldn't be a problem. All the lighthouses, I don't know if I've done any of those. Then that's just a random location you have to discover. Let's see, the Shinto shrines, I've found a few of those so far. Then the hidden altars, I think, are those for the foxes, or are those something else? I'm not sure. The sword kit from a Pillar of Honor, so I did that one already. Then, let's see, purchase an item from specific merchants, dress in a certain uniform, outfit, whatever you want to call it. Don't know how that one works. I'm not actually sure what that one is. Then, personalize the scene in photo mode. Still got to do that one. That's probably easy. That might be like the last thing I do, because that one should be a fairly easy one to knock out last. You have to collect records and Mongol artifacts, which are just collectibles. Find all the hot springs, haikus, the Inari shrines, and bamboo strikes. The bamboo strikes are a little bit annoying, but the other ones are all, I don't really think, too difficult. Liberate the entire island, pretty much, or liberate the entire world is going to get you the rest of your trophies. So there's nothing particularly difficult about this game. It's just a time-consuming one in terms of the Platinum Trophy. Now, as for the DLCs, New Game Plus, we'll talk about this one real quick. This one's super easy. You just have to speed run through the main story and purchase an item from a certain character. You don't have to do it on a new difficulty or anything, which is nice, so nothing to worry about there. Just adds a little bit extra time. Iki Island, from what I've heard, is fairly easy, and it takes maybe like 10 to 15 more hours, but people like it because it's more gameplay for this, so that shouldn't be much of a problem. So the one thing I'm not as sure about is this Legends mode. So you have to do a lot of level up, you have to complete a gold survival, you have to just complete a story in it, you have to complete all of them on a whatever difficulty, reach rank 20 with each role, and complete the 3 raid chapters. I know that this is all online stuff. This one's going to be further down the line because my character is not really ready for this, and I'm not particularly ready for it yet, so I need to get some more experience and such with the game. Then for this one, I don't even remember the release of this DLC, so yeah, I legitimately don't even remember this DLC releasing, but it doesn't look particularly hard. None of the trophies seem all that rare, so that's a good thing. Hopefully this game doesn't continue to get too much DLC though, or at least only have story-related DLC. I'd much rather it not have multiplayer DLC, because I don't like multiplayer stuff. Also, by the way, Far Cry 6, I believe this next DLC, Pagan's Control, is supposed to release sometime this month, so that should be out fairly soon and get the game back up to a temporary 100%. I think there's only going to be one more DLC after that. It's going to be the DLC for Joseph's Seed, and there'll also probably be a New Game Plus type of DLC, because that's what they did with 5. And then the main game that I have earned trophies in this week is Call of Duty Vanguard, the newest Call of Duty game. The Platinum Trophy is a super ultra rare on here, 0.1%, but I think it's around a 10% on PSN profiles. It's not that uncommon. And as I sort of predicted in my trophy list analysis video, it's definitely not one of the harder Call of Duty games. I don't know if it's quite the second easiest, like I was sort of thinking, but it's definitely in the easier half of the spectrum, for sure. So you have to complete the campaign on Veteran. For the most part, this isn't that difficult. There's been a couple of tricky sections, like the second dive bombing section in the plane mission was kind of annoying, and maybe like the battle sequence in the Paulina second chapter was a little bit annoying. Not the final battle that's ripped straight from The Last of Us, but the section where you have to kill a couple of the Jaeger mortars, and I think I was supposed to do it in stealth but didn't, so that might have been my fault. Blind Fire, I'm slowly working on. I mean, that one just takes some time, because I kind of forget that it's there. So then you have to scavenge ammo from 15 corpses within 3 seconds of killing them. I'm a little bit surprised it took me that long to get it, but that's fairly easy. So then 15 different weapons used to get kills. That one's pretty much unmissable. You have to tactical sprint through 5 walls. This is one that most people aren't going to think about, but whenever I saw a destructible wall, just sprinted through it, got some progress. This one, I actually got at the same time as one of the level-specific trophies, because I picked up an enemy's grenade to throw it away, and it gave me both trophies when it killed me, so that was kind of cool. So this one, you have to throw back 15 grenades that would have killed or damaged your allies. That's fairly easy. I just, haven't gotten around to it yet or really made much progress on it. Watch the credits to completion is, of course, it's hilarious how, like, Brian over at PlayStation Trophies or PlayStation 5 Trophies now, was complaining about that one. Like, come on, man, that's such an easy trophy. I mean, if you don't want to bother with it, just go to another room, make a sandwich or something. I mean, go find something else to do for 20 minutes. Then we have our character-specific trophies. I've done 3 of the 4. As Arthur, you have to give 15 different commands to your allies. This one should come naturally. As Paulina, 15 kills immediately after emerging from a crawl space will most likely come naturally if you're playing through some of these missions a couple of times. 15 kills with focus is super easy. You should get this one no problem. And then as Lucas, I haven't actually played as Lucas because I've only completed the first 6 missions so far. So then we have our level-specific trophies. So there's 2 for every mission. So for Phoenix, 15 kills while standing on top of a train car roof. This one's kind of tough to do on veteran just because you sometimes have to jump across different rooftops. So I suggest going back and finishing this off on recruit real quick. This one, though, is actually pretty easy. I almost got it by accident, but I did end up having to go back to it on that recruit playthrough. It's pretty easy, though. There's a bunch of trucks that you can get this on. This is actually the trophy where I got the grenade, the F trophy. This one is fairly easy. You just have to be very quick about throwing the grenade away. It doesn't matter if it kills you in the process. As long as you can get it away from him, you're going to be okay. This one is very, very easy as long as you know that it's there, because you don't actually have to do it. You just have to throw smoke grenade at a specific place at the end of the mission. So for this one, I actually think I did almost all of the kills for this with Molotovs, because you get an infinite amount of Molotov cocktails, which is kind of nice. And at the exact same time we're doing this, you can get this trophy as well. So just use your Molotovs and you can clear pretty much this entire area without firing a shot or without firing very many shots, so nothing difficult there. Moving on to one of the worst missions in terms of trophies. This one's annoying, help 5 threatened allies, because the plane controls are not particularly good. This trophy right here. Yeah, this one, whoever created this one has no right to ever create a mission or a trophy again, because this trophy should not exist. It is horrible, it is extremely random. Not to mention there's the fact that you can take damage from the explosives, but the explosives are so random that sometimes they knock you back into the bullets. It took me a good hour to get this one done. So yeah, this trophy, it was extremely annoying. You pretty much have to do it on recruits so you don't die. But it's just such a stupid trophy that should not exist, and it makes me like not want to do the PS5 version of this. Just because of this one trophy, because I mean all the other miscellaneous trophies really aren't that hard, but this one, or at least the ones I've done so far, but this one is just like, who thought it was a good idea? I mean, were they so proud of their plane mission and plane controls that they thought that this was a good idea for a trophy? So Numa Numa Trail, this one's pretty easy. The avoid getting hit by the sniper, you actually just use focus really early on and shoot him out of the tree. This one is at the very beginning, you can use melee kills, you just can't fire a bullet, nothing difficult there. The 5 snipers across the open field, this one just takes a little bit of patience. It's nothing really that difficult. This one, I have not gone back for yet. It looks like this might actually be one of the rarest trophies in the campaign. I don't know how hard this one's going to be, but I assume it's going to be one of the tougher trophies. However, I have not tried it on Recruit. I've only tried this mission on Veteran, so I could be wrong. So this one I know is actually not that hard because you get a rocket launcher at the end. This one is a stealth-related trophy, but it doesn't look too difficult. That's pretty easy. This one looks like it's pretty easy, so that's good. Then these are the final mission trophies, so leadership to help take down a Jaeger mortar. That one must be fairly easy. So it looks like most of the difficult trophies are out of the way with like one exception, that being the one in the mission I've already completed. You have to reach level 55, as well as reach the max level with an operator and a weapon. But this can be done in like both the multiplayer and the zombies, so you can make progress on it in the zombies to carry over into the multiplayer, which is really nice. You also have to join a clan in the multiplayer, which is very, very easy. And then finally, you have your zombies trophies. I'm not sure what the covenants are, not sure about sacrificing hearts, but apparently this trophy actually carries over like your progress. Like this one and the multiplayer trophies carry over your progress between versions. If you do them in one version, you get them in the other. So that's pretty nice. These are the perk machines as far as I'm aware. Then you have to do various ones. You have to do like various artifact related trophies. I haven't actually touched the zombies mode yet, but I know that no one's saying that these trophies are all that hard, though I wouldn't be surprised if we do eventually get a DLC with an Easter egg trophy. I'm sure that that will happen. I'm sure that's only a matter of time, but honestly, you never know with how much they think that Vanguard was kind of a failure in a lot of ways, especially when they were in the development. The 2,500 kills with a Pack-a-Punch level 3 and 10,000 zombie kills are not really hard, but they're very, very grindy. Also, I've heard that some of these trophies are really buggy if you decide to start up the PS5 version after doing the PS4 version. Supposedly, some of these trophies are quite buggy because of the way your stats carry over. So I may only end up doing the PS4 version anyway, because it might just be a problem to do the PS5 version if the game doesn't work right. So, I mean, that's not something that the player has any control over, unfortunately. So, let's go ahead and sync up our trophies here. Level 749, 86%, 21,747 total trophies, 556 platinums, 3,365 golds, 5,835 silvers, 11,991 bronzes. So, plans for the upcoming week. I have a number of easy platinum games I'm sure I could do at some point. I really need to try to knock out at least a couple this week just to get the numbers going up a little bit, start working closer to 600. As you can see here, I actually just got Life is Strange 3 on Gamefly, so I'm going to be working on that fairly soon. Far Cry 6's next DLC will also come out fairly soon. Ooh, this one I actually got for $5. They were selling it for half price already, and it's only been out for a few weeks. So, yeah, this one's going to be fun to play because I love Borderlands. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. And otherwise, I'll just continue working on Vanguard and Ghost of Tsushima. And I can also start stacking on the PS5 because I'm going to be that kind of person, I'm sure. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell if you haven't already. There should still be a few uploads this week. Hopefully, like at least 3 or maybe 4 videos this week. I'm hopefully going to be doing some recording Blizzard Guy. Hopefully that all works out. And hopefully next week is when things will fully really return to normal, when I'm back to good, solid, consistent internet and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, hopefully that's when we can get really started back on streaming and everything. I am definitely excited to get back into that. It's been a little bit too long, a little bit of a break here that I didn't necessarily plan for, but I'm definitely ready to get back into that. So thank you guys for watching, and see you later this week for some more videos.